Tucci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
Tony, welcome to Go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony.
Good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Hello! Do it like that. Hello! Yeah, like that. Hello! Not like that.
No, that was awful.
The one you did when I wasn't.
Hello!
Okay, save it for when it's on.
Sorry.
God, you know, I turn off the microphone and you're like, gold. I turn the microphone on and I get, ah! Seriously, ready?
Hello! That was an idiot. Damn it. Hello!
That was it!
Alright, this is the one. Hello! Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
Hello!
So, yeah, do it like, hey! Alright, you ready for hey?
Hey!
Now.
Hello! Hey!
Knockem dead. Comedy show.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show here on this beautiful Wednesday. Hope everybody is well. The Knockem Dead Comedy Show, we're live on Gov's Comedy Club podcast. If you're watching, no matter where you're watching from, but you're probably on YouTube, we ask that you share the link to this show. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club podcast. And we thank you for watching. We thank you for all the support. The Knockem Dead Comedy Show, we're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown, New York. And speaking of Levittown, Mike is here.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. Mickey is watching. John Rusiello, good morning, Buckwheat and Mr. Gloom. It's the Wednesday Buckwheat and Gloom show.
Gloom?
Yeah, the Wednesday Buckwheat and Gloom show. Not every day can be the Rusiello show. Do I even have that graphic? I'll have to.
You should.
Oh, I do have it. No, I don't have it. I'll have to. I'll play it next Tuesday.
Mr. Gloom.
Mr. Gloom. How are you, sir?
Gloomy.
Why?
I don't know. I was so happy for the longest time, and I am happy.
I can tell.
I'm very happy.
Droopy Dog.
What does that mean, Droopy
Remember that
Dog?
Remember that cartoon?
Are you saying I look like Droopy Dog?
No.
Oh.
I'm just you just talking about because Droopy Dog used to say that. You know what? I'm happy. You don't remember that cartoon? Droopy Dog?
Not really.
He would walk around. He was just always
I never
gloomy.
had a kid life.
And yeah, he would always just kind of walk around and talk like this, and all these things would happen.
Like Eeyore.
Kinda. Yeah, kinda.
I had someone once call me when I was volunteering somewhere. This lady used to say, you walk around, you look so like gloomy and gloom and doom all day. She started calling me Eeyore.
Wow.
I thought that was insulting.
She was calling you an ass.
She was calling me an ass. Not just an ass, but a depressed ass.
I get that a lot, too. I'm told I have a mean-looking face.
Yeah, I get that quite often, yeah.
When we were moving into the apartment that my mother's in now, she's been in this apartment since 1982. It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. But we almost didn't get the place because when she went to go finalize the deal, she brought me with her, and I was 12 at the time. The landlord actually said, I don't know about this. And he pointed right at me. He said, he's got a devilish look in his eye. He said, I want to say, up yours, pal.
Oh, that reminds me of a great joke.
Okay.
So I picked up a hitchhiker once, right?
If you say so.
I did.
Wow.
And the guy says, wow, you're a trusting soul. How do you know I'm not a serial killer?
Yeah.
And I said, well, what's the odds of 2 serial killers in the same car?
That's funny. I like that.
You like that?
I do like that.
That's it.
That's pretty good.
There's the hey, sweetie.
Oh, yeah, there they are. There.
What's up, baddies? Baddies? Baddies?
No, baddies is, bats, and I'm going bat.
Bats.
Batshit crazy. Yeah, good morning, Ann. Good morning, Ava. Okay. I think I said hi to Mickey already. I got a call last night. Kenny Forgione, who's been on the show many times, main musician in the band Wondrous Stories. He calls me last night. He says, I gotta talk to you. I'm like, okay. And I don't know Kenny terribly well. Like, we don't call each other or hang out. I'll go see his bands play and we'll talk. When we see each other, we talk and we can have a good laugh. But, it's not like we hang out. So he calls me, and I thought it was weird because, he said, I got to talk to you. I'm like, okay, what's up? I got a call from somebody that told me I need to talk to you. I was like, what? I go, about what? He goes, I don't know. They just told me I got to call you. I'm like, Kenny, what are you talking about? He goes, I don't know, some guy, Nicky Delaney. I'm like, oh, no, it's not Nicky, it's Mickey.
Right.
And for, I don't know, whatever reason, Mickey likes to go out and try to, friend people on social media, and I think he throws my name around. So, Mickey, calm down.
So call Tony for anything.
Yeah, exactly. So just calm down, Mickey, over there in Seattle. Don't make me fly out there and smack you in the face.
How about that other joke? You want to hear that other joke?
What other joke? You have another joke? Okay.
Sure I do.
Sure.
What does a woman use to get anything she wants, and it starts with the letter V?
And ends in the letter A?
No.
So it's not a Visa card.
It is not. It is not a Visa card. You ever see the video of the woman said, "Oh, my husband gave me the credit card, and I went shopping," and she takes 2 puppies out of a bag?
No.
Really?
No, really. I've never seen
Oh,
this.
that's funny.
Oh,
But
I
that's
thought there
not
was
the
more to
joke.
the story. That's
no,
it?
that's the story, but that's
Oh.
not the joke.
Yeah, I know. I
What
got
does a
that.
woman use that starts with the letter V to
V.
get anything she wants? And don't go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's not the obvious?
No. Why? This is a clean family program, isn't it?
No. Well, maybe today it is.
Maybe.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Little inside joke. Sorry.
Yeah, that's an inside joke.
Ava knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Starts with a V. Not a Visa card.
Not a Visa card.
I don't know what that was.
That's when you have allergies. You have a postnasal drip.
Yeah. Allergies are driving me crazy the past week. A Volvo. A
Volvo?
I'm just thinking of words that start with a V. Vegetables. Vernacular.
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 Wow. Did you go to Hicksville High School? You learned that shirt?
I am the legend from Hicksville that everybody's talking about. I don't know.
I can't believe no one has guessed it.
Yeah, no one's guessing. I guess they
Everyone's
just
still
don't care.
sleeping? Yeah, maybe they don't care.
Yeah. All right. I thought I had it. I thought maybe I was missing some, but no. No, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. I can see that.
So what is it?
Voice. Her voice.
She uses her voice, of course.
God, help me.
Of course.
Wow. I'm bombing.
85 degrees down in Florida, out in California. Very nice, Ann. Wow.
85-ish.
Ish.
Like I'm see, like I was baptized, but Jewish, so I could say I'm Jewish.
Yes.
Right? Because my
You're
father
also
was Jewish.
Catholic-ish. Well, you were baptized.
Yeah, I was baptized. Yeah.
What do you guys think? You like this with the comments on the screen? You like that?
I love it.
You like it? Yeah?
You don't?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I was just curious what they thought of it. I do kind of like it. And that was a big thing here. Like, as far as like for governors, when they have input in here, that was one of the things. Like, we want to see the comments on the screen. Like, oh, okay.
What do you mean? They're watching from another?
No, this particular screen.
Oh, this particular screen.
They wanted the comments.
Well, you had it for the longest time, and then it went away. You were looking it over there. I happen to like it, but
yeah,
it's
for
not.
so
it's not my rodeo.
For those of you who've never been in this room, there's a screen up in front of us. It's up a little bit, and it plays whatever show is live plays on the screen, and it plays on like it's actually this computer that's screen mirroring to that set.
Screen mirroring.
Yeah.
Or casting.
And for some reason, on this computer, when I would go on the live feed from YouTube to show up there, the comments would be the comment window that you guys see, it would be empty. But here on my phone, how I was monitoring the comments and how I read them every day the comments are there. So I don't know why that was happening. But now I've added the comments to the program that I use to stream the whole thing, so that way it's all available. I have no idea if
You
that
know I
made
love
sense
you.
to you or not.
You know I love you, pal. Right?
But you have no idea what I just said.
No, I have every. I know exactly what you just said, but it's just 3 minutes I'll never get back in my life.
Yeah, I was realizing that as I was talking. Maybe Tony will see all the comments now. What does that mean?
I don't see what you're seeing over there.
What do you mean? Well, that's on a delay. That screen.
I think my brain is on a delay.
Well, that too. Yeah, Rusciello says, who gives a shit? All right, calm down.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
It's not always about John Rusciello. I
It's
know it's
not.
hard to
Jesus
believe, but
Christmas.
sometimes we do talk about other things other than John Rusciello. Okay? Okay? And now, yeah, and I don't know why Ava said that. I'm pretty
Said
good with
what?
Said, maybe Tony will see all the comments now.
Oh, she wrote that last week.
No, she wrote it just now. It's right there.
Oh.
I'm pretty good with. I mean, there's been a
You're
few
pretty
shows.
good. One show when you had the baseball guy on last week, because we got busy talking to him, you didn't read the comments.
Oh, right.
The Challenger guy.
Last week. Wow, that was a week already?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
You know how it works. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You know how the weeks go by, and they go by fast.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know how the calendar works?
No.
Oh.
That is weird. That delay seems longer today than usual.
The days, the calendar.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a joke. My father was so dumb.
How dumb was he?
He got fired from the bank for stealing pens. You can't tell me that's not a classic joke.
That's awful.
That's a great joke.
That is one of the
He's
worst
stealing
jokes.
pens, not money. Come on. Come on.
I think that was one of the worst jokes I've ever heard.
Did you just call me the worst jerk?
I said, yeah, it's one of the worst jerks I've ever heard. Sorry.
Who gives a wow? He didn't even put the S at the end of gives. He didn't go to Hicksville High.
Really? Oh yeah, who give a shit?
And what does that mean? Am John, am Ann. Oh, good morning.
Oh, GM.
I didn't see
yeah.
the bottom part of the G.
Okay, here we go.
You got a problem answering your phone?
No, not at all.
Well, you're jumping around. I hear all kinds of noise.
Oh, all right.
See,
Go ahead.
Let me explain something to you. I just realized something. Watching your show for over a year now, I realized something. And it's an amazing, as I always said, you're an amazing man. But this is an amazing thing. You get into the mood of your guest and of your co-host. If your co-host, like all your co-hosts are, with the exception of today, are jovial and happy and interact, you are spot on. But when you have Mr. Gloom here, you go right into his mode. Did you realize that?
But I'm not gloomy.
I don't think I have realized that, and I think I'm gonna agree with you actually.
Of course, you have to agree with me because I speak the truth.
Okay.
I speak the truth. Okay, and it's really it's an amazing thing. I mean, yesterday you did nothing but laugh, and you were jovial and happy. Monday, same thing. You were going crazy. You were going nuts. It was great. All right. Tomorrow, I'm sure it's going to be. It's your stick tomorrow with all the music, and Friday speaks for itself. So I realize this. Wednesday is like you go in like a confession mood.
It's a nice break, right? You can't be up every day, so it's like a concert. You play you start the concert with some up songs, and then you bring it down a little bit, then you come back up. It's an exchange of energy.
I disagree. You have to be up every day, and you have to be up, especially on Wednesday, to make Mr. Gloom, all right,
Morning,
show
Carol.
a little excitement in his life. Maybe if you pitch him in the leg or something. Maybe that would help.
It's not my job to provide excitement in his life. He has somebody else to do that for him.
I've been happy for months. I don't know what you two coconuts are talking about.
I didn't say. Talk to him. He's the one that said it.
I
said.
I'm
jovial.
You're jovial.
Yeah.
You're as jovial as a pimple on an ass.
Oh, they're probably.
You're a jovial pimple.
He's watching that Dr. Pimple Popper. That's what he's doing.
Oh, God, I hope not. That shit is gross.
Oh, God almighty, I tell you. All right. And I have another question before I hang up and let you continue out with this doom show.
Okay.
What is it with you every Wednesday you have to use the word likely? You have to play with the microphone.
Oh, he's
and
talking to
stand
you.
on the microphone. Every Wednesday.
I'm a fidgeter. I don't make fun of his habits.
His what?
He said that he's a fidgeter, and then he said he doesn't make fun of your habits.
I'm a fidgeter. I'm a scutcher.
I have no habits. What habits do I have?
What habits does he have?
I can't say them on the air.
Well, go ahead. Don't be afraid. Run the little fella.
What do you call it? Run a little fella?
Run the little fella.
I'm a fidgeter. Don't make fun of my fidgetingness.
The only thing I do, the only habit I have is I cook steaks. That's the only habit I have.
And he cooked them last night too, son of a.
You were sorely missed, and you were the topic of conversation last night amongst the dinner table.
And who was at this dinner table?
People that you really don't know. Two retired old dicks. Like me, and my Lenny and Patty, which I think you met. Did you meet Lenny and Patty?
I've heard a lot about them. I have not met them.
Yeah, and we actually watched one of your shows, and they were very impressed with it.
Wow.
Yeah. So as I was carving my steak into bite-sized pieces, I was thinking of you.
Wow. And I'm flattered. I like to be associated with good, juicy steak. I'm a big, juicy piece of meat.
You read, I think you read my comment. I said, I get in your new gay car that you have, okay, and break it in and drive down here and spend a week. Is this way you can go on a little mini vacation? You fit right in. You fit right in. You fit right in with the suit. Well, what color is that car, by the way?
So John's been having some fun and telling me I'm driving a gay car. Well, now that you're asking what color it is, I'm gonna give you some more ammunition once I tell you what color it is.
It's a nice color.
Go ahead.
It's champagne.
Goodbye.
Excuse me.
I think part of your lung is on the wall.
These allergies are really killing me. This is the worst I've had allergies in a long time. That was funny.
I'd like to. I am gloomy now.
Oh, come on. We got past it.
No, I'm gloomy.
We moved on to cars and steaks. It's not all about you. Both of you and Ruscello.
No. Even Mickey Delaney says, Mike, you're fired. You bring bad energy. So I'd like to ask some people that maybe are listening, what is the bad energy? I take that very personally. Looks like you're about to spit your water at me. What bad energy? I try to come on here. I tell a few jokes. I share myself with people. I'm vulnerable. Nice.
What happened to your hand?
I was cleaning my
asshole.
No.
I don't know why I said
that. The lint catcher tube that goes out of the dryer.
Oh, okay.
The lint trap. Thank you.
Yeah.
And it's very sharp, the round edge. I don't know if you've ever done these types of household things.
Yes.
And it got sharp, and I just caught my hand on it.
The other shows during the week. Oops, didn't mean to send that. I think Michael has the best energy bias. What is she saying? I don't know what she's talking about.
The other shows during the eek. Whoops, didn't mean
What
to
about
send
the
that.
other shows during the week? Whoops didn't mean to send that.
Thank you, Ava. Because
Yeah,
I
but
do.
then- But then she admits she's biased.
She is biased, right? I understand, and I'm biased towards her as well. But I think she's honest and truthful because I come in here, I'm buoyant.
That's not a word.
Buoyant?
Buoyant.
You take that shirt off, man. You're not a Hicksville high. Buoyant, I'm light. I try to make things light. I joke around. I try to bring good energy, not like the doom and gloom of everything.
How do you spell that?
Buoyant. Buoyant.
I've never heard this word.
Floaty, happy, light.
Google changed it to buoyancy. Yeah, what the hell is
Oh,
that?
for Christ's sake.
See, that's not positive energy.
Even Ann
yeah, there
says,
it is.
I love Magic Mike. He makes me happy.
There you go. The other shows are boring, she says. Thanks. Yeah, Maddie laughs at. Able or apt to stay afloat or rise to the top of a liquid or gas. Yeah, that sums you up. The conference ended with the party in a buoyant mood.
See?
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think? I was joshing you?
No, I just didn't care. I don't know. I you're not doom and gloom, but
No, I am not doom and gloom.
but you're not. But you're even keeled. Like Rosie on Friday. She does like impersonations and she makes up characters and she's like kind of like there's a high energy. Diane, there's a high energy. I don't know. Is it a girl energy? I don't know. Because the guys on Monday, Jeff and Tyler, they're kind of even keel also.
I think Mike just has a different delivery than the other co-hosts. Different is not less.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say. Different is different. It doesn't mean one is better or worse. It's just different.
Now, Mickey Delaney said, Ava, you're fired. I didn't even know we were employed.
Oh, no. Ava's definitely fired. Mickey's been watching for years. At least, I want to say at least 5 years. So he's got tenure.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. What?
I was just reading Mickey's comment. She funny, you're not funny. I don't know who he's talking to, who she is. I don't even.
He's been watching Mel Brooks movies lately.
Okay, so go ahead.
I brought you listeners, Ava, Jen. How about your biggest listener, the guy down south there?
Okay. Yes, agreed.
So you want me to make up characters like you? I'm so sad.
No, what did I just say? I said
no. You
one's
said
not,
Diane and
are
Rosie
more
energetic.
Yeah, but then what I was trying to say that Carol summed up, and I said Carol summed it up and worded it better than I did. Everybody's just different. It's not better or worse. It's just different. I think that's the beauty of this show because every day
it's different.
I have a different type of co-host.
Viva la différent.
See, that makes me want to fire you when you say stuff like that. Ava, when you became a co-host, Mickey, let me know. When you become a co-host, Mickey, let me know. I'll see how funny you are. We're not going to fight here, children. We've had plenty of that here, too. Carol, Mike is my best friend. Trust me, he makes me sad. He makes me sad, sack look happy.
Huh?
See, and again, I don't know the word buoyant, and then these guys type in sentences like that. You can't really go by these guys because none of us are really that smart. It's that
You're
simple.
a jerk.
Rosie and Diane.
Oh, trust me. He makes sad sack look Oh,
okay. All right. So that was actually my fault. I read it wrong. Rosie and Diane both are funny. Mike, Tyler, Jeff, not funny. Wow, Mickey.
Wow.
Holy moly. Those are fighting words, Mickey.
Ava and Mickey they're lobbing bombs.
Yeah. Wow. Well, again, Mickey's out in Seattle. I don't know, Mickey. What are you even doing up? You and Ann. I don't know why you guys are even up this early in the morning.
Well, it is 8:30.
But so what?
What do you have? A case of gastrosis?
Yes, that came out.
But you know what that is?
No, you said gas, so I'm assuming I know.
God. I thought I'd bring good energy here. I'm gonna have to work. I'm gonna have to.
Hang on, Vicky. Did
What are you, a stroke victim?
I don't know. Vicky, I'm not seeing your comments. I think Vicky's getting mad at me because I don't see Vicky. I don't see your comments here. Right? It's not me, right? I don't see Vicky.
I don't see Vicky.
Yeah, I don't see it. Vicky, my apologies, because she's saying that she was explaining it's just different energy also, and then she's like, but you read it. You only agreed after Carol said it. I said, but I don't, Vicky.
Yeah.
I don't see it. Vicky, if you said it, I would have read it and I would have given you your credit. But I don't see your comment. It's a weird show so far.
Yeah.
All right, Carol with multiple explanation
Explanations?
with exclamation points.
Exclamation points. What did she say?
I love Mike.
I love
1, 2,
Carol.
3, 4 exclamation points.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you, Carol. Mike, please do not cry.
Yeah.
What?
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 Oh, you know what I want to show you guys? Let me see if I can find this thing. I want to show you guys something I thought was hilarious. Did you see this thing? Where was it? I want to say down south somewhere. These twins whose mother was held at gunpoint.
No.
Let me see if I can find this thing. So the mother is fine, but
she married her cousin.
Probably. So they interview. So they talk to these twins about their mother who was held at gunpoint. Wait till you see this. This is so freaking funny. All right, turn the sound up.
At Floor and Decor.
There you go. There's a little free ad for
the
Floor and
mascot
Decor.
story.
And there's another ad. Hang on. All right. Let me do this. All right, hang on a
The
second.
latest sponsors by Floor and Decor.
Let me
go to your local Floor and Decor
set
for
this
all your
up.
floor needs. Whether you're breakdancing or you have a little dachshund that pees and craps on the floor.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I have no idea.
I'm just trying to, entertain. Are we not entertained? Isn't that what we're doing here?
I have no. Today I'm not so sure. I don't know what's going on today. All right, let me do that. Hang on. Bear with me a second.
What's happening here?
I want
to. Obviously, it was Easter.
So I don't know. I don't know if this particular clip is the one I saw or not. So I'm going to preface it. These two women, wherever they are.
Why is it moving?
What?
Why is it? Never mind.
That was me setting it all up. These two women, their mother, there was where their mother lives. There was a car accident. Okay.
Yeah.
But it turns out the guy who was driving the car and had the accident, turns out he stole the car. But obviously their mother didn't know that. She sees an accident. She goes running over to help. The guy gets out of the car and he pulls a gun on her. I don't know how it ended, but somehow it ended peacefully and the guy was arrested and whatnot. So the news then, reporting the story, they talked to the woman whose gun was pulled out on.
Yeah.
These are her twin daughters. So they're interviewed to talk about this story. You got to watch this. This is freaking hilarious. Again, I don't know if this is the clip I saw, so I don't know. I didn't see this in advance. It says 3 minutes. I don't know if the interview is 3 minutes, so bear with me. But I hope you'll get the gist
they
of
have
it.
bunny scrubs on.
Well, are those scrubs?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you're right about that. All right, so watch this.
Well, we were in cleaning our birds and we heard this big bang. We said, oh no, another car accident. So we drop everything and we went running out the front. We seen Mum running out from the house up there and then other cars were pulling up
and checking to see if the person was okay.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there, and he
was coming back down
towards us, and he goes, "Run! He's got a gun!" And our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum, where's Mum?" And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?"
Because he had all blood
all over his face. And he goes, "I'll shoot you." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to help."
And Mum distracting him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the bush
behind the fence.
And
the guy goes to her, "I'll find you and I'll shoot you." Yes.
How did she distract him initially? Did she just say, like, look the other way?
Well, he must have been going, I don't know, but he looked the other way, and then that's why she did an escape.
And then I'm so glad that young guy, he said, "Run,
he's got a gun." And then we've seen heaps of people run into our facility here and our house yard.
Our house yard as well, and they were hiding in there too.
So we went running around, closing and locking all doors.
Just in case, because we didn't know where he was at the time.
Up, and then a car, he pulled up, like the car what was over the road there. He went and approached that car and pulled the young girl out he was driving.
And her mum was in the car too.
She goes, "Yes, take me car."
So how many people do you think? Did they come in here as well?
Yeah,
then?
Yeah, people. Oh, no,
not
the
people.
family. No. We just was speaking to him out the front, and we gave him all a big hug. Yeah, and the guy who said, "Run, he's got a gun." We said, "Thank you."
Thank you. Yeah.
That's enough.
Well, I have several questions.
Okay.
Why do you find that so hilarious? Besides, obviously, they're mirroring each other.
Well, right. That's what's fun. That's what's funny about
and plus, they have the same scrubs on.
I didn't even notice that. I don't think that has anything to do with what made it funny. It was just they were speaking in unison.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Okay,
yeah,
that's why I'm laughing.
Yeah, and I agree. That's funny. This is my happy face. No, I wanted to know why you, the curse of identical twins, LOL, this was in Australia, yes.
Oh, all right, so there's Vicky. All right,
There
there's
she
her
is.
comment. That's the first comment I'm seeing of yours, Vicky. Let's talk about Zach's show. Oh. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious. I wonder if they do everything together, says John. That's pretty funny. I think it was Australia, actually, now that I watch it again and hear the accents. Yeah, I thought that was hilarious, the way they were just saying, and not only saying everything together,
Just
but
their motions.
and like the accents and like they would say everything together, like it was like
all their inflections.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I
Yeah.
was looking for. All the inflections were exactly the
Yeah.
same. I thought that was hilarious, and apparently that video is going viral because
Oh,
of
is it
that.
really?
Yeah. So yeah, I thought that was hilarious.
So you don't think me or you will ever get a viral video?
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's gross. You're like swallowing snot. What's going on here?
If you do that,
Yeah.
it clears that post-nasal drip. Good, right down your gullet. Nice.
The twins.
I thought we did great on Wednesdays. A little depressed.
The twins were on Jimmy Kimmel last night and did the same thing. Oh, is that right? Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
know that.
really?
That's Frank Walker there.
Frank Walker.
All right, so Carol, how was Zach's show? Are you home now from Florida? Carol, as we had discussed a week or two ago, was in Boynton Beach.
Yeah.
Where her son was had a piece or two in an art show.
Wow.
Carol and John did not get together, and can't say I blame you, Carol. But yeah, they were not able to meet up. They were trying to match their schedules, but they couldn't line it up. Carol did meet up with an old Hicksville High School teacher of ours, and she FaceTimed me and I got to talk to this teacher. So that was very nice, Mr. Sheck.
Sheck?
Mr. Sheck.
Sheck.
She was hanging out with Mr. Sheck, and she FaceTimed me, and I got to say hello to Mr. Sheck. I didn't know Mr. Sheck well, and I don't know if he remembers me or not, to be honest. But actually, I think maybe he does, because he did ask me something that made me think he remembered me, and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, Carol, how was the show? Now, was this a show where like the pieces are on display, or do they actually sell these pieces? Was this a charity thing? You know, I didn't even think to ask you any of these questions.
What does Zach show? What do you mean? His artwork?
Yeah.
I didn't know
what
that.
I just said a minute ago.
You didn't say artwork.
I said he had 2 pieces. Well,
two pieces.
So what else would it be?
I didn't know Zach was an artist like that.
What else would it be? If I said he had 2 pieces in a show, what else would that be?
I don't know. Sculpture?
Well, that's an art show, isn't it?
Well, leave me alone. Do these people know that we have nothing scripted? This is all off the cuff, all improv. This whole 90 minutes.
I think they do, because there's no way we would write anything this bad. Bawn Entertainment says cheers. All right.
Huh.
Cheers to you there.
Cheers.
Bawn.
Cheers, mate.
Who are you? And how'd you find us? We're glad you're here. Thanks for joining us.
Look at John getting bossy. Call in, Carol.
Well, it is the John Rusciello Show. Mickey strikes again. Oh, my goodness.
What did he say?
He said, Mike, you're boring.
Wow. I'm unfriending him.
I forgot.
What are you writing down? Notes?
Be quiet. Yes, I'm writing down notes. If I'm writing something down when on this unscripted show, obviously it must mean that I'm writing something that nobody else should hear.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you're writing down. I have to pick a bread for Lisa.
How about you just read that?
Right.
Okay. Good. Carol, it went so well for Zach. Lots of great feedback, and some said his work were the best. Yes, back in Texas. Glad you're home safely. I'll tell you, one of the highlights of when you Zoom me was getting to see your wonderful husband, Mike. I have not seen Mike in a couple of years, and I know he had some health issues, so it was nice to see him.
That's nice.
So thanks for including him in that, Carol. You know, I love that guy. He's one of the nicest guys I've ever met in my life, and he's good to you and Zach, which makes him even greater. So again, Carol, tell us, was this? I know it was a special gallery of people on the spectrum who were creating art, but was it a fundraiser of some sort? Were the artists selling their work, or was it just, people come look and see and admire and then go home? So I'm not. Fill us in on the details, because that's a pretty cool thing.
And it was in Boynton Beach?
Yeah, and I don't know why it was in Boynton Beach, and I don't know how Carol got involved, like how Zach met up with these people. We at the PAL, Special Needs PAL, we have a paint class, and the guys, there's a teacher and he kind of leads them through it. But you got my wheel spinning, like we need to like grab their finished product and display them, or at least post them on Facebook or something. Excuse me. Okay, so I showed those. I showed the twins video. Oh, all right. Let me ask you this, and I ask all you guys this. Do you actually?
Questions.
We what?
I love questions.
We actually did talk about this a month or two ago, where we were talking about dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that? Do you believe that dreams mean something? Do you believe they could be a sign, or do you believe that people who have died or passed away? Like, do you believe? Because some people say, "Oh, I had a dream about my uncle who passed away," and then some people say, "Well, that's how they contact you through your dreams." Like, do you believe any of this stuff?
Personally, I don't believe.
No, speak for someone else.
You jerk. I believe dreams, and you know me. I follow. I actually have a notepad next to my bed on my
your bed
bedside table. I have a little note. If I wake up with a dream, I'll jot it down real quick so I don't forget it.
Okay.
I do a lot of dream digging into my own dreams. I think it's an extension of our subconscious.
You write it down,
Yeah.
and then you just think about it yourself, or do you
No,
show
I
it to somebody?
No, I researched it the next day. There's dream dictionaries. There's so many
Dream dictionaries.
Oh yeah, there's dream dictionary. There's
Oh.
so many of them. The Asian culture are big into analyzing your dreams.
Really?
Yeah, there's a lot of obviously Americans as well that do that. Ava and I just this week were talking about a dream that she had, and I've had the message I have. What did I say?
The message I dream.
The message I dream. Wow.
Well,
The
that
dream-
makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The message I dream. The message that came through in my dream.
I don't know if they're messages. I think it's our subconscious mind that something is on our mind, and I think all dreams mean something.
All dreams.
Absolutely. Something's on your mind. It could be random. You could have a dream about someone that you knew in 7th grade. You might have thought about them 3 days ago for 5 seconds, and they come. That's how wild your subconscious mind is.
But
That's wild to me.
But then, what's the purpose? Because they say everybody has what, at least 7 dreams a night.
Everybody dreams every night.
But-
Most people don't remember them.
Exactly. So what's the
Yes.
point then? Like, what's the point of having a dream if you're not going to remember it?
Well, if you're like me, you have a writing implement at your bedside table.
Yeah, but
and you wake up and you write it down, and then you analyze it the next day. It could mean most dreams usually mean they don't have a paramount meaning, right? But there are dreams that are hidden in your subconscious mind. That's
So it stays there. So you might not remember it the next day, but it's still there, and
It's still there, sure.
coming through somehow.
Absolutely.
So you're saying you wake up. You're telling me you wake up after every single dream? and
Not
write it
every
down?
single dream.
Oh, okay.
Powerful ones, though.
I couldn't tell you the last time I woke up after having a dream.
Do you remember your dreams?
Rarely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Rarely.
Rarely.
All
right, and I'll tell you the reason I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, with me, it always comes down to baseball or music or women, or French fries and steak. So Sammy Hagar, who's one of my favorite singers, songwriter, guitar players, was in the band Van Halen for 10 plus years. This Monday he's putting out a song that he says he had a dream that Eddie Van Halen came to him in a dream and said, "I wrote this song for you to sing." And now Sammy Hagar remembered the dream. He put it to paper and has recorded it, and he's releasing it this Monday.
Mm-hmm.
It's called "Thank You, Good Night," I think it's called. But yeah, he's claiming that he had a dream where Eddie Van Halen gave him this song, and I don't know. I'm like, oh, I did that. I've never heard of things like that.
Yeah, I've heard it because I've read up on dreams so much in my life. I've read that people say that, but I go back to something Bruce Springsteen said.
Okay.
He said, everyone thinks I'm this great showman and all my writings and all this. He goes, it's partly true, but it's partly magic. So my way of thinking is Sammy Hagar, he probably, I can't say, I never spoke to him, but in my world, my dream world, he probably had a dream about this song, and he probably woke up and wrote about it. I don't know if Eddie Van Halen, who knows, Eddie Van Halen channeled his spirit and told him about this song.
Well, no, he's saying it was a dream. He was sleeping and had a dream where Eddie was there and said, "Here, I wrote this. Sing it. Take it."
Right.
Like he actually saw him in the dream. I don't know. I think that's almost pretty much the same thing you just said. And I've heard of like Paul McCartney says he dreamed yesterday. It just came to him in a dream. So yeah, I've heard of people people, not just music, comedians. This joke came to me in a dream, or screenplays. This idea came to me while I was sleeping, and I woke up. I hear stories like that all the time. I need a pen. I got to write this down.
Right.
But I've never heard of, like, a famous person appearing in somebody's dream saying, here, I wrote this. And then they, now here it is. Like, this song came to me from the other side, and here it is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's just cashing in. I don't know.
I mean, he doesn't need to cash in.
Right. He's actually, I think he's a billionaire at this point.
Yeah. But it actually pulls at the heartstrings, that story.
That's why I say I wonder if he's cashing in, because you say something like that. And
people are going to say, wow, Eddie Van Halen came to him in a dream with a song? This song's, this is a surefire.
Every Van Halen fan everywhere is going to latch onto it.
Yeah.
That's why I wonder if he's cashing in, because it's a way to...
Bruce Springsteen said it's partly magic. Made up magic.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Speaking of Springsteen, and I just want to read comments to see if anybody had anything to say about this.
Do you have a point to this story, Mike? I once dreamed about you, Mike. It was called a nightmare. Oh, God.
Hang on a second. Ken Pichelle is watching. Morning, kids. Hope everyone is doing well. Ken, I hope you're well. Wow, it has been way too long. I always thrilled to see Ken Pichelle's name back in these comments. Oh, Carol sent me pics. Of you naked? Probably Zach's artwork. All right, I'll look for that in a second. Carol, did you mean to say was the best? Ken Pichelle, we 80s kids had Dream Warriors with Don Dokken. What does that mean, Ken? I remember the band Dokken, but what is that, the name of a song of theirs or something? Vicky, I think that some dreams are about the subconscious working through things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I agree.
Carol says, celebrating people on the spectrum. Oh, the art show. He was celebrating people on the spectrum. He was able to sell work, and 2 pieces are on display at the Cultural Center for Autism Awareness Month. Oh, that's fantastic.
That is.
Yeah, Mike, you're boring. Do you have a point to the story? John Rusciello, I once dreamed about you, Mike. It was called a nightmare. Wow. Bam! Vicky, that's weird. I see Carol's message about what Zach's show is about on the screen on the podcast, but it's not on my feed on my phone. No, I saw Carol's comment about the show. I thought you said that you commented about it. And that's what I didn't see. I'm very confused today. Yeah, true. You got to go to live comments. When you go on YouTube, it's for some reason automatically set on top comments. But you got to go to live chat, because when it's on top, you won't see all the comments. You got to go to live chat. Why they do that, I have no idea. That was it. Oh, and that was it. Okay, good. And I do believe dreams are a connection from the other side. Not everyone agrees with me, but it's possible.
It is possible. Have you? So you don't remember your dreams, right, Tony?
Most of the time, I don't. No.
I've had a few dreams since my father died. Maybe 2 that I've heard his voice saying my name.
All right, I'll go. I'll go further with this. I and this isn't dreams. I mean, I brought it up because I thought the Sammy Hagar thing was interesting, but
that is interesting.
But yeah. I've had not dreams where I'm actually awake and I would swear I saw my father in the room. Now, having said that, I've also talked on this show where I don't know if my father died when he supposedly did die.
Right. I know.
I've had reasons. I've had reasons to believe that he may have actually faked his death, but he would be now, if he was alive, I think he'd be 82. I think that's right. My brother would know. I don't know. So so he probably wouldn't be around at this point anyway. But it happened to me twice where I thought, and it was a long time ago. It was like, this was like mid to late 90s. So it was almost 30 years ago. So he would only been in his mid 50s at the time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, who knows? I have reason to believe he faked his death, but he probably did die. Who knows? But either way, hey, I would swear I saw him in my house. And that this was 3 houses ago. And he had no connection to the house. He had no connection. And it was a house in Hicksville. He had no connection to Hicksville other than my mother.
He was just walking?
The first time I saw him, I was in my basement. And I was coming out of my basement, and I was in the room where the washer and dryer are. You come out of that room. To the left it was a bar, and then to the right was the rest of the basement, where you go to go to the stairs and go upstairs. That's where I was going. I was going upstairs, but as I came out, he was standing to my left. He was just standing there. But it was almost like walking through him, not knowing somebody's there, and it scares you. That's
yeah.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw him in the peripheral. That's what scared me in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And when I turned, he was there. But as I started doing one of these, he disappeared. The other time, and I'm sorry, it's a true story. I was home alone, and I was sitting on the bowl. And because nobody was home, I had the bathroom door open.
Mm-hmm.
And this was back in the 90s. We didn't have cell phones, so I had a newspaper. And I'm sitting there reading the newspaper.
Yeah.
And I just looked in the doorway, and he just walked by. And as he walked by, he's looking at me. And I swear, holy crap. But it's weird. But then all of a sudden, it just, I don't know, the shock of it was gone. The whole craziness of it was gone. I just went right back to reading the paper.
Wow.
And it wasn't until a few hours later where it sunk in. I was like, wait a minute, that was your father. What are you know?
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't go, what the fuck? But
so, that's why even when I'm home alone, as you know, I live alone. I close the bathroom door when I go to the bathroom.
Because you're a weirdo.
But one of the reasons is for that reason.
You're afraid of a dead person walking by? Or my father walking by?
Not your father.
You're afraid of my father.
But it is on my mind at times. I close the door. Isn't that strange? I live alone.
See, I don't have anything on my mind, so that's the difference.
Oh, you're full of baloney. You always have things on your mind.
Let's see. Ken Pichelle, hi, Tony. Yes, been way too long. Had a quiet morning today, so here I am. Miss you, pal. Really miss you a lot. Dream Warriors is a song from Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, my goodness. It was 3. Actually, the movie title was A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, with a Dokken song titled Dream Warriors. We're getting a lot of information. Yes, Carol and you. Carol and Ken are the OGs. Absolutely right. Ken says, holy crap.
I knew we were on the ball.
Yes, exactly. Yes, Carol, you and Ken are the original OGs. You and Fremder. Although we have not seen Fremder this week.
You haven't?
Not at all this week. Right? Did he briefly appear on Monday? I don't think he did. Yeah, he does that sometimes.
He does?
If he's going away or if he's got something going on, he won't say anything. He won't, like a lot of these guys are nice enough to say, got to go. I'm going to be gone for a week. Or even Ken Pichelle, when he moved and his job situation changed, he's like, I'm not going to be able to really watch. I was like, oh, okay. But, Fremder does that. He just disappears, and then he'll come back a week later, and he'll then tell you why he was gone.
Right.
So, but in the meantime, buy the book Ink Blots with artwork by Andrew Fremder. It's on Amazon.
Have you read it?
Of course not.
Oh.
But I have it. It's right here. I just bought it.
Well,
to
Ink
support
Blots,
Fremder.
is that, obviously it's about ink blots, about the test.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right now. Dive into the chilling world of Ink Blots. A mesmerizing collaboration between author and poet Jeff Oliver and Andrew Fremder. Because you're like, what are you doing?
Well, I was giving you a little background dramatic music.
Is that within these pages? Within these pages, madness intertwines with reality, leading readers through a wasteland where choices varnish, and shame has no escape. Oliver's haunting verses, paired with Fremder's evocative illustrations, explore the transformative power of truth and the consequences of refusing to confront one's own darkness. Ink Blots is not just a collection, it's a visceral journey into the shadows of the human soul. An invitation to embrace the chilling beauty within our own existence. Are you prepared to face your truth? Are you prepared to face your truth? And then there they are, Jeff Oliver and Andrew Fremder.
May I
Ink
take
Blots.
a look after you're completed?
I just want to show. Let me see. I'm gonna.
You want to do that? You want to look at ink blots and tell me what you see?
I think we should do it the other way around because you're a lot more crazier than me. I'm just dumb. You're crazy.
You're not dumb. And I'm not crazy, thank you very much.
All right. I'll show them this first. Now I'm going to show it to you.
I'm going to clear my mind.
What do you see, Michael Kaplan, in these ink blots?
I see a beautiful eyeball, number one. I see several things. I see a beautiful eyeball. I see a fireplace, but the fireplace is actually a facade, which is actually a library within it. That's what I see.
Okay.
Ah, you don't think I'm crazy anymore, do you?
Oh, absolutely I do.
So Fremda drew all that, huh? That's
Yes.
not too bad.
All right, let's see. So I'll show this one to you guys. Okay, there we go. And now I will show it to Michael.
Little Shop of Horrors. Some sort of man-eating plant.
Yes, Ken Purcell, I did go WWE in the end there when I was reading that. I totally did. All right, let's do it. Let's go with this. Let's go with the cover of the book. Ink blots. And now I will show it to Michael.
Oh, you know exactly what I see there? I see two different things. I see Sauron from Lord of the Rings, which is the evil one. But I also see a character from a program that I'm watching, Last of Us. Or someone that has branches growing out of their head.
All right, we'll do two more. So this is the latest. And now I will show it to Michael.
It looks like the airway for an octopus and a shark coming at it sideways.
Oh, all right. Last one. Look at that. And now I will show it to Michael.
I see two people going in opposite directions.
And now I'm going to...
Because you're supposed to say the first thing that comes to your mind with these ink blots, right?
I don't know. I've never done it.
Yeah, me either.
Oh, that's the first time you've ever done it?
Yeah.
Oh. But what you see is supposed to have some kind of meaning, right?
Yeah, ink blots. I know. I don't know a lot about ink blots, but I know, in psychiatry and psychology, they're used quite often.
All right, so now I'm going to read one of the passages from Ink Blots. This passage is called Bad Hands.
Bad Hands?
Bad Hands. It's funny. That's what Lisa calls me. I don't know why. From one beautiful soul to another, I completely understand. I know the venom that life injects has a lasting effect. I know what it takes just to survive and dread what comes next. It's a cycle that lacks regrets. Just know it's not the last time you'll have to go through it. It will not be your last bad hand. When giving up seems easier, always remember your ambition and plans. From one beautiful soul to another, I completely understand. Wow. Life will always deal us bad hands. Life wasn't meant for us to understand. When we can't see in front of us, we can't make a plan. Learn to embrace your bad hands. Learn how to bluff your way through this godforsaken land. We are all dealt bad hands.
I love it.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I love that stuff. Because it could be taken so many ways.
All right. Oh, you know what? Let me find Carol's pictures. So Carol sent us some of Zach's artwork. Oh, I see what Vicky's talking about now. So Vicky doesn't like seeing the comments next to us. How come, Vicky? I asked everybody earlier what you guys thought of it.
Sideways shot of Michelangelo's David in a reflecting pool. That's pretty interesting, Ken.
No, Mom, you did not have Mr. Sheck. This is a different guy.
How old is Mr. Sheck?
Not old enough that my mother had him.
Oh. Did she have a nice birthday?
My mother?
Yes.
Yes, she did actually.
No, the Queen of England.
Okay. All right. All right. Oh, all right. Oh, she sent me a bunch of pictures. All right, Carol, you know what I'm going to do? Give me a second. We'll keep talking, but I want to be able to put them on the program here so I can show you guys properly. But I need a second to do that. Excuse me. These allergies are just killing me, man. All right, let's see. So I got to do that. I got to do this. Bam. I got to do that. I got to do this. So, yeah, so I said, let's talk a minute while I'm doing that. So what does he do? He picks up a book and starts reading to himself.
Well, you're doing pictures.
Right, but I said I need a minute so I could put the pictures
I know,
on
and I
the
was going to
program.
read a passage while you were doing that.
Oh, all right, go ahead.
Oh, for Christ's sakes.
I should hang on a second. Don't do it just yet. Don't do it just yet, Michael. Hang on. Bear with me. I want to do this right. We're going to do this right, you sons of bitches. Oh, is that it? No. It's coming. Hang on. Mike's going to read, and we're going to do this right. Okay, let's see if this... Go ahead, Michael.
Oh. By the way, I just opened the book to the first thing, so
Okay.
I didn't pick it. It's called Floating. Listen to the noise. There is no choice. This is not the way that it should be. I have lost my voice. It has been torn out. There are demons all around me. Flames burn my skin. I'm locked within this cage that harbors my every sin. There is no help, no relief. This place silences every scream. I'm floating on a sea of memories now, a sea of dreams now. I can't see clearly now. I've lost my way in this place. I can't find my missing face. It's covered up. I've had enough. There is so much standing in my way. Within my dreams is where I bleed. Nothing here is as it seems. I've lost my soul so long ago. The darkness has ripped it all away. I'm floating on a sea of memories now, a sea of dreams now. I cannot see clearly now. I can't take the person that I have become, that I have become, that I have become. I can't bear this person that I can't overcome, that I can't overcome, that I can't overcome. I'm floating on a sea of memories now, a sea of dreams now. You're a dick. I can't see clearly now. I can't take this person that I have become. I can't bear what I have overcome. The darkness has spun the chambers of my imaginary guns. I'm floating on a sea of memories now. You always break me, no matter what show or any. You always break me. And I thought I was trying to deliver it well. Because you would I don't know what you were laughing at me about.
I wasn't laughing at you.
Because I was just trying to be dramatic.
Were you like it was written that way? Like when those lines that repeated 3 times?
Yeah.
That's what was making me laugh. It had nothing to do with you.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
making me laugh.
Yeah. This is a very odd show.
Yes, it is.
What are you trying to do there, Cupcake?
Nothing. All right, so I'll...
Yeah, we're all dying to see these picashures.
Yes, I'm going to show them to you right now. So, yeah.
These are Zach's?
Carol's Zach.
Right.
Yeah, Carol's son, Zach. He... down in Boynton Beach, Florida, there was an art show where all the art... What?
This reminds me of the juice bars in Greenwich Village. What does that mean?
Greenwich Village.
But he wrote Greenwich.
That's how you spell Greenwich Village.
Mike, you're putting me to sleep. That it's working.
Cam Pichelle thinks bad hands was a volleyball term. That Diamond Face was a land of the lost sleaze stack, but at the Polynesian Resort in Walt Disney World. What? I don't know what's going on. This has got to be the weirdest show we've ever done. Carol's son, Zach, he entered some pieces into an art show, art pieces that were made by people on the spectrum. Carol, how did she word it before? Celebrating people on the spectrum, where they get to sell their art pieces. They were all on display at the Cultural Center for Autism Awareness Month, which is now, which is April.
Mm-hmm.
It's also, so for me, it's Autism Awareness Month. You wear blue, but it's also Limb Loss Month.
Is it really?
So it's a double whammy, and it's my mother's birthday and my birthday. So April's busy for me. Yeah. And this year will be 20 years since the amputation.
Holy.
Yeah, 2005.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. All right, so here we go.
20 years.
Yeah, it's crazy. Here's a nice shot of Zach with all of his pieces. I am now going to zoom in to his pieces.
Oh, yeah, he's got a lot.
Yeah. And if you see the Beatle, there's one shot of the Beatles. That's... I'm actually a lucky bastard that I actually have that. He actually sent that to me a few years ago. Zach Miner, Zach Roby, who was he was in here. He was in here once with Carol. Yeah.
Wow, look at that Beatles one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have that one. I mean, that's obviously not the one, but
right.
But I have one. Signed by Mr. Zach.
He's talented.
He is very, very talented, and he's a hell of a nice guy. Carol, how old is he? 28? I forget. Forgive me. I forget how old he is. There's another shot, and I'm going to zoom in so you can see the pieces. Okay. Let's see. There's another. Carol, thank you for sending this. This is great stuff.
That is great stuff.
And he sold 2 pieces. So when he sells 2 pieces, he got to keep it all. Oh, I think I showed this one already. I'm going to show it anyway. So yeah, that's the last one. There you go. Wow, these pictures are great, says Jonas Yellow. These are awesome, says Ken Pichelle. Yeah, they are awesome.
They are awesome.
Nice job, Zach. Well done.
Great job.
Next time you come up here, please bring some stuff that we can show off, and maybe we'll raffle them off or something. Speaking of raffling, you guys have seen on Mondays when Trish Pajama Lady is in here. Me, Tyler, and Jeff have been wearing. She made up the special EJ's PJ's Knockem Dead comedy shirts. She has, I think, 1 or 2 more, and she wants to raffle them off this Monday on the show. So, and the money will go to EJ's PJs. So it's a good cause. So be sure to get ready to raffle to bid on some shirts on Monday. And of course, speaking of EJ's PJs, don't forget the Muscles and Meals event, May 3rd at the Hummus Fit Lake Grove, May 3rd, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. There's going to be a food eating contest. Going to be prizes. There's going to be all sorts of contests and fun. All sorts of cool stuff is going on there. So go check out EJ's, PJ's all over your socials, and get your info on that. So that's cool stuff.
This is a lady who makes PJs?
She doesn't make them, but she asks for donations. Like people buy pajamas, give them to her, and then she finds needy children who need them.
Nice.
She started out in Rocky Point, was it? Somewhere out there. Rocky Point, that area. Sachem, whatever. Actually, you're Sachem, aren't you?
Coram.
Well, that's still kind of close to all that, right? Isn't Coram close to Sachem and all that?
Yeah.
Mount Sinai, I think, is where that's where she started. Either way, she then started getting people and businesses, organizations from all over Suffolk to help her. Nassau, it just branched out. Now she's donating pajamas, collecting and donating all over the world. They just did something in Africa. Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing what she's done. Carol, we used to live in Boca, so one of my girlfriends involved with the Card Center for Florida, Atlantic University, my old college. That's how we received the contact. He is 29, going to be 30. Wow. Holy cow. That's amazing. I can't. And your son is what, 35?
He'll be 35 next month.
Holy cow. That blows me away.
Wow.
That's insane. All right, let's see what else we got here.
I'll be dead in a year, I'm sure.
You're dead already. You just didn't know it.
I didn't know. I don't know it.
Let's see what else we have here. So yes, Mom's birthday was great. Thank you very much. We celebrated my mother's 80th this past weekend.
Where'd you go?
She didn't want to go anywhere. She just said, get some food catered and bring it to your house.
Oh, okay.
So my mother, she does not get around that well anymore. So Zach went and picked her up, brought her back to the house. I picked up the food, brought it back to the house. Now, my mother is one of 6. She's kind of in the middle. I mean, there's no middle when there's 6, but she's number 4, actually. Yeah, she's number 4. So that means, there's 3 above her who are older, obviously. So they're not getting around that well either. So one of my uncles came, my Uncle Joe. She sees him, not regularly, but she just saw him like a month ago or so. And he comes around a little bit. But her older sister, my Aunt Teresa, she hasn't seen my Aunt Teresa in like 5 or 6 years.
Wow.
So, and her uncle, my Uncle Bob, they came. I haven't seen them. I couldn't tell you the last time I saw them. It's definitely been at least 6 or 7 years for me personally. So, so it was nice because when I was a kid, growing up. So, just like yourself, my mother's top 2, the oldest and the second oldest, my Uncle Tony and my Aunt Teresa, they both moved to Islip.
Okay.
When they, got older and started settling down. They both bought houses in Islip. Right down the block from each other. So I spent a ton of my childhood in Islip.
Mm-hmm.
And this was the day, these were the days which I'm not one of those that say, things were better when I was a kid because we did this, we did that. But this one I do feel was better. And you probably remember this, and most of you guys probably remember. On Sundays, everything was closed.
Yes.
Everything.
Yeah.
It was so, like, you planned around that. Like, oh, we better pick this up on Saturday because you won't be able to get it Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
There was, I think, Hicksville may have had back then in the 70s one 7-Eleven. I'm not even sure if 7-Eleven existed. But
yeah,
I remember a 7-Eleven. I remember when I was in junior high and high school, there was a 7-Eleven in Hicksville, but just one. Now, in Hicksville alone, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can think of 6 right off the top of my head, and I'm sure I'm missing 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
But everything was closed. Everything was closed, which meant that you were home with your family.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, you were home with your family. So that was like the day that I think fathers either they did one of two things, if not both. They watched games on TV or listened to it on the radio, or this was their day of catch up of things around the house.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it was both, and doing family things, and that was it. That was it, man.
Oh yeah.
My childhood, I remember it. My mother might tell me different. I don't even know, but the way I remember it, it was almost every Sunday. We were driving out to Islip because either Uncle Tony or Uncle Bob was getting that barbecue going, and the whole family was there, and just hot dogs and burgers being tossed around everywhere, and I would be in Uncle Tony's pool, or I'd be in the backyard shooting hoops. You know, my Uncle Bob had a basketball hoop bolted to a tree.
Oh, wow.
And I would just sit in the backyard and just throw. and they both had, no matter which house, they had, whatever game was on. That's how I became a Met fan. My Uncle Bob especially, diehard Met fan. And every week I'd be outside and he's barbecuing with a radio like on the window, so it would, you can hear it through the screen.
Yeah.
And it was Bob Murphy calling a Met game.
Wow.
And I mean, it got to the point where I got to know some of their neighbors because everybody was out. Everybody was outside doing things, and families were together and barbecues, and that is something I feel we've messed up on. Things should. It's like, it's like. I don't know, like, some stores being open on Thanksgiving, or this whole Black Friday bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing? Sunday's a day of rest, damn it. And I don't know. It was just nice.
It was nice.
So you did experience the same thing.
Well, yeah, my childhood was a little bit different than yours, but Sundays were, everything was closed. I remember going to Okanee East Diner. Remember that diner in Islip?
The Okanee Diner?
Yeah.
It's still there.
Oh, yeah. It's sure
you
it's
said remember that diner like
well,
it's gone.
no, I mean when you were young, when you were little.
Let me tell you what a romantic I am. I proposed to Lisa in the Okanee parking lot.
You... Well, it has been there since I moved here in 1971.
Oh, from California?
From California.
So you
that diner was there.
So you were 32 at the time.
I was 33, actually.
Okay.
That diner was there in 1971, so it's kind of a historic place to propose to someone.
All right, let's go with that. All right, but I'm sorry, I got lost. Why are we bringing that up? What did that have to do with Sundays, everything being closed?
Okay,
that place was open?
Yeah, my childhood was not like your childhood where there was barbecues and shenanigans and happy things. And no, we would go to Okanee Diner and maybe watch a Yankee game. That's it. Have I told you I'm in a little bit of a quandary about the Yankees? I've been talking to you about this for years, right?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
About, I grew in 19. I think it was 75 or 76. I became a Yankee fan because I was watching a game with my dad and Uncle Alan, and Chris Chambliss hit a home run against the Royals in a playoff game, and the crowd, they used to let the crowd storm the field.
Yes.
So I became a Yankee fan, and the Mets were terrible in the 70s.
Yes.
But slowly but surely, I have such a distaste for the Yankee fan.
Oh, yes, you have told me that.
You know what? And plus, I've always had an affinity for the Mets because my aunt and uncle had season tickets to the Mets. They took Steven, my son, to the Dynamets run, so I went to Shea a lot. And I think it was 2008. I went to a playoff game at Yankee Stadium. They were playing Detroit. Jeter hit a home run. That was exciting. But the fans were just so disgusting.
How so?
They were just like angry. It's either win or nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
No, absolutely right.
No, that's why I like going to Citi Field because it's happy. I was watching the game. Jennifer is a big fan. We watch a lot of the Mets. And it's like, let's go Mets. They're happy. They were doing Lindor's like, my girl, that his walk-up song.
Yeah.
Yankee fans don't do that happy stuff. They have Mr. and Mrs. Met. What do the Yankees have?
Old Timers Day. The Mets have done Old Timers Day, I think, once in the past 20 years.
And they've been around a long time now.
Oh, yeah, over 60 years.
And plus, they've had great players.
Right. Oh, yeah, that actually makes me mad that they don't do it anymore.
I don't know why they don't do it.
Stupid.
So I'm in a quandary. I love the Mets, and I've been a Yankee fan, but I just can't stand the fans. And the only one I follow is obviously Aaron Judge. I don't follow any other players.
So basically admitting that you're a fair weather fan.
No, I am not. No. I'm a Los Angeles Rams fan. I'll never give them up. Football.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I don't understand that with football. It like in baseball and hockey, you have to root for your local team, but in football, it's
I was born in L.A.
Doesn't matter.
Nah.
You're in football. It's accepted that people can like any team from any city, and I just don't understand that.
Well,
no,
wait
you
a
live
minute.
in New York.
Yeah, but I know.
Root for the
There's
Giants.
there's this lady that lives in my neighborhood. She's like the golf ranger, and she's a Dallas Cowboys fan, right? And I remember asking her, how? She goes, I don't know. As a kid, they were popular.
Yeah, right.
See, my father raised me a Rams fan. He wanted me to become a Los Angeles Dodgers fan, but I latched on to the Yankees. So I'm in a little bit of a divorce with my team. There goes Mr. Gloom again.
Well, it did kind of get old gloomy again. And we were talking about nice things.
What nice things? I was reading a poem about death.
Well, yeah.
Overcome. You're laughing at me, thinking I'm making up words.
I didn't think that at all.
Because you looked at me and oh, God. How many times did we break each other on the floor?
I think we
were pretty good.
I think we've told the story on here, so
yeah.
I'll tell it again. When we were in It's a Wonderful Life, we both had multiple parts in the show, and like you were, which I thought was, I didn't like how first I thought the casting was not good. The guy that, and I don't care if he's watching or not, or this gets back to him. The guy that played George Bailey had no business playing George Bailey. No. He's the director's son, which is the only reason he got the role.
Yeah.
Lisa was actually Mary, which was at the time great.
Mm-hmm. She was perfect.
But now and I've said it on here before, and I've told you this all through life, long before we had this show, that you were the best Mr. Potter I've ever seen. Forget, even Barrymore in the movie. You were better than him. And that's another issue I have with the casting of the show. You're Mr. Potter. Mr. Potter is a pivotal role, an important role. You should not have been anybody else.
Yeah, because I played one or two other things.
You played the bartender? No, you played Mr. Gower, the druggist.
Mr. Gower, yes.
Another important role.
It is.
But you should not have been playing them. And nothing against you. It's just because they're two important roles, they should have been two different people. So, and I had a bunch of multiple roles too, which is fine because I didn't have any important roles. I was just like, walk-on guy. I was extra, and that's fine. But I had nothing important. Again, that's fine.
Weren't you Ernie?
Yeah, but that's Ernie. You can take him or leave him. But and that's actually the story Ernie was the cab driver.
The cab driver.
Oh, I was also Nick, the bartender. So if you guys remember, It's a Wonderful Life.
He's a pivotal character too, kind of.
But it's very quick. I know Mr. Gower's part is very quick too, but still, such an important role. It's critical to the show. He should have been somebody else. But there's this. If you guys remember the movie, when George is with Clarence, and Mr. Gower comes into the bar, and he's the local drunk because he killed. Because he drugged the kid.
Yeah.
So and then Nick throws Mr. Gower out of the bar. So we're doing that scene. I was Nick. He's Mr. Gower. Every time we did that show, I would say something different. The line was something like, get this drunk out of here, or get, whatever the line was. But I would say something different.
Get these two rummies out of here was the line.
Oh, you're right. Yes. Wow,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
Get these two rummies out of here. Or show these two rummies the door, I think.
Yeah.
But I would, show these two drunks out. Show these well, it wasn't them. It was just you. The two rummies were Clarence and George.
Yes.
So whatever I had to say for you. But I would say something different every show. And there was one show where I said, get this pudgy little drunk out of here. And you lost it.
I broke.
And then, which made me break. So we're standing out there laughing.
And that was a very serious show.
So we got a talking to after that show.
Yes, we did. I remember the talking to.
By a co-director who never looked you in the face. He would just look, he would go up, he would talk like that.
Oh, yeah.
He would look at us, okay, guys, this is not the murder mystery shows. We don't ad-lib like that in these shows. Right?
Yeah.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
That's exactly how he...
Oh, yeah.
Always kind of look like this.
Do you remember the time...
That hurt.
That hurts. I hope you remember the time when he was giving us a talking to. I don't know if it was then, and I went like this.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember doing it really quick just to bust his balls, and he didn't get it. He wasn't even looking at us.
I got mad at him once. Yeah, right. He had no idea. I forget where we were, but we were in some room where it looked to me like it was like a warehouse or something. I don't know where, or just some room where the pipes looked like they were covered in asbestos. So he's talking to me, and I'm listening, but I just happen to notice this while he's talking to me, so I'm kind of doing. And sure enough, he goes, "Hello." So I kind of did it like that, and he goes, "Well, you're looking up." And I said to him, I said, "You're going to talk to me about looking up?" That was actually towards the end of our relationship. We did not have a good ending to our friendship. Yeah, he turned out to be a real fucking asshole. But
yeah.
Anyway,
that's a funny comment. If your stadium was in the South Bronx, you'd be an angry fan too. That is funny.
He's right about that.
Yeah,
he's definitely right about that. All right, and with that, it's time to go.
Okay,
let's see.
sweetie.
Oh, John and Ann were saying goodbye?
Yeah.
All right. Today is Wednesday. Circling the Drain tonight at 7 o'clock. And then Coffee with the Dog tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm here. Oh, my guest tomorrow, so it's Music Thursday. We'll be Zooming with a guitar player named Todd Wolfe.
Cool name.
Great guitar player. I first noticed I'm a big Sheryl Crow fan.
Wow.
God, I think she's beautiful, but I'm a big fan of her music, actually. And this is when she first hit the scene with, what was that? So All I Want to Do Is Have Some Fun.
Yeah.
He was in her band for, I think it was her first 2 albums. He played with her, toured with her.
Wow.
And that's where I first noticed him, and I've kept track of him off and on since. So he'll be joining us tomorrow on Zoom. He puts out some great music. Maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. He's not joining us right from the beginning of the show, so maybe tomorrow before he comes on, I'll play you some of his songs. He's great. He's really great. So he'll be joining us. And, of course, you got Peter Schwartz tomorrow at 1. And then tomorrow night, Recipe for Laughter with Felix and Bonnie, tomorrow night at 6:30. And that's that. Ken Pichelle, bye, kid. So glad I can jump on today. I am so glad you can jump on today, too. Ken, I hope you're well. Hope April's well. Hope everything's going good. It's good to see you, pal. Thanks for not forgetting us. And all right, that's everything. And of course, the club this weekend. Governors in Levittown, the Giggle Room here in Levittown as well. McGuire's out in Bohemia, and the Brokerage in Belmore. Just some of the names you'll see on a Governor's stage this weekend. Tim Crompier, one of my personal favorites. Vic DiBattista is here one of these days. I think it's Friday. John Santo. John Santo is fantastic. Maybe I'll try and get him in here on Friday. Rich Voss is playing. I think it's the Brokerage. John Fish. Emily Santosis. Just some of the names you'll see on the Governor's stage this weekend. So go to govs.com, make your reservations, go see some great comedy shows, because if it's at Governor's, they're all great. And, of course, last but not least, Knockem Dead Comedy. We are performing this Saturday in Freehold, New Jersey. We're performing May 8th in Boston. We got another private event May 10th. We got a bunch of private stuff, actually. Our next, I'm not even sure if this Saturday is public or not, but either way, locally, our next public show is June 6th, and it's right here in Hicksville. So go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. Check out our social media as well, and we'll get the information out if it's not out there already. But it's at the Hicksville Knights of Columbus if you want to just contact them. So yeah, go to knockemdeadcomedy.com. You'll see info on how you can hire us for your event. Ken Pichelle, yes, Levittown, Bohemia, Belmore. If you guys have been watching for a long time, when Ken Pichelle used to watch every day, you know what that means. All right. Thank you, pal.
Thank you.
See you next week. Try not to be so gloomy next week.
I'm always kind.
We're out. All right. Enjoy Circling the Drain tonight at 7. And that's it. We're done. Suck it.